Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video we will talk about ratios or the parameters which can be useful while doing an fundamental check on companies, and also which can be useful in terms of to identify accounting fraud or cash mismanagement by the promoters or the management. So these ratios I have developed myself because it helps me to quickly screen through the stocks. Generally, whenever I get any recommendations or any idea about particular stock, I generally use this ratio to quickly identify if there is any cash mismanagement or if there is any accounting fraud in that particular company. Now, I will basically share those ratios also, and also I will give you an idea about how I came about this particular process. Before around 3 years back, I used not used to basically look at these ratios or look at this particular methodology, and hence used to invest in companies where by just doing quick fundamental checks, I used to basically invest in those companies as well, without doing any accounting fraud checks. But due to the crash of the Yes Bank and DHFL, uh, it became more and more important to identify such stocks who don't have any history of like corporate frauds or cash mismanagement. And hence, within this last 3 years, I have developed these ratios by studying different books or by studying different blogs and news articles. I have devised this particular ratios, which can basically help you to screen stocks and also help you to identify certain fundamentals of the company. Now, for this analysis, I have chosen two stocks. One is Aksh Optifiber, another is Pidilite Industries, and I'm using Screener for this activity because it's very helpful in terms of everything will be there in one place. So let's get started with the video. Now, why I've chosen these two stocks is because both the industry, if you look at Aksa Optifiber is in the optical fiber industry and Pidilite is in the chemical space. So both of the industries have a huge potential growth. But again, the stocks that we have chosen, Aksa Optifiber, I have invested in the stock and lost huge money also, and this was before I basically I was aware of any of these ratios. So let's get started with the video. I will one by one compare how Pidilite Industries is better than Akshopti Fiber in terms of the ratios that we have found. So first ratio, again, these ratios do give us an idea about accounting fraud also, and also do give us an idea about the growth prospects of the company. So in starting, we basically look at the term CFO by PAT. This is generally cash flow on operating activities divided by profit after tax. Now, if you go to the cash flow of this particular stock, you can see over the years the cash flow has been increasing. But if we compare it with the profit after tax, which is the net profit, we find that the profit after tax is higher than the cash flow from operating activities, which is a sign that the company on paper is able to put profit but is not able to generate cash. So this ratio basically has to be greater than equal to 1 for a good healthy company. So the first point is the CFO by PAT, which allows us to quickly gauge whether the company is able to produce cash or not. The and if you look at the in case of Akshopti Fiber, it is like in negative, and if you look at it Pidilite, it's around 1.23. So anything which is greater than one is considered acceptable, and hence I think this is the first point where Pidilite industry wins. Now the second point is regarding pledge percentage. Now, generally, like pledging of shares is generally used to borrow money in case the company don't want to basically bring on the debt. This is another form of debt, basically. The company is using this money, so it's always good that the pledge percentage is zero. In case of Akshopti Fiber, you can see a very high pledge percentage, and in Pidilite Industries, we see the pledge percentage is zero. So this is another very important factor just to quickly screen through the stocks. It generally helps us very much. So this is another parameter or ratio which helps us to identify if there is anything wrong with the company. So two parameters we have identified so far: CFO by PAT and pledge percentage. The next parameter we can use is the debt to equity ratio, which helps us to identify if there is any growing debt on the company. Anything which is less than 1 is considered acceptable. Again, here in the case of Akshok Fiber, we see a very large debt. But in case of Pidilite Industries, we see the debt is very minimal, close to zero. So this is yet another parameter which helps us to find if the company is not taking a lot of debt. Then the three very important parameters for to do an accounting fraud or a cash mismanagement analysis is these three parameters, particularly contingent ratio and cash theft checks. So this is the ratio which I have developed myself. You can find in the custom ratios. These are basically custom ratios, and you can find the formula of it over here in the ratio segment. So what it essentially means that contingent ratio is nothing but if you go and see the formula for it, it's the ratio of the contingent liability to net worth of the company. Now contingent liability is again a form of liability. If you read about it, contingent liability is basically a future loss to the company, future liability in terms of like if there is any lawsuit or a pending investigation in which the company has to give money to other particular company. Now it's not that it's always bad, but if you look at the industry leaders, like in case of auto industries, contingent ratio, they do have to have contingent liabilities because of the warranty. Like the warranty period is sort of uncertain, and any car can come in within the warranty period. So if you look at in case of Maruti Suzuki, which is a very good fundamental company, but contingent ratio is kind of high. Now high in the sense anything which is greater than zero point 0.1 is considered high. In the case of Maruti Suzuki is 0.26, but it is the industry leader. So always this number has to compare to the industry leader. If the industry leader doesn't have any contingent ratio, then it doesn't make sense to this particular company to also have a contingent ratio. So again, if you look at the industry leader in terms of optical fiber, they don't have any contingent liabilities as such, but this particular company do have contingent liabilities, which is a very bad sign. So contingent ratio which is greater than zero point 0.1 is considered very unsafe. Now if you look at Pidilite Industries, the contingent ratio is within limits and very less, so this is a very good sign. Then the next parameter is the cash theft checks, which is nothing but, if you look at the formula of it, it is a high ratio to indicate unsubstantiated capex. Basically, it means that if you look closely to it, it is basically capital work in progress of the preceding year divided by the gross block in preceding year. It essentially means that the company is showing a lot of capital work in progress, but there is no outcome of it. So in general, it has the capital work in progress has to be there, but the outcome also should be seen in the coming upcoming years. So if this generally it means that the company is showing the capital is in progress, but there is no outcome of it. So this number has to be again has to be less than zero point 0.1 in safe scenarios, but again in this particular scenario we see a very high ratio, that is like a very high sort of a capital work in progress which there is nothing outcome about. So again this ratio has to be less than zero point 0.1, but in Akshok Fiber it is very much greater than zero point 0.1, and in Pidilite Industries we can see it is less than zero point 0.1. So these are again these two are quite important, which I have developed recently only, and I used to not check this before. Again, one more very important ratio I found about is Altman Z score. Now we shouldn't worry about how we basically find this score. There is a gentleman called Altman who developed a score, and we just need to use that score. If you read about it, you can definitely get idea about it. But it generally means that anything which is less than one in Altman Z score, it means that the company is going to be bankrupt. Is generally means that it has to be very high, like it has to be greater than 2 3 at least, and if it is in the range of 1 2, it's considered very bad. So Altman Z score has to be greater than 1 2. In case of Akshok Fiber it is very low, and it is from a personal experience also I can say that this particular company will sometime go bankrupt because it handles its cash, and there is a lot of fraud and a lot of cash mismanagement with this company. So it's correctly found out the Altman's score is 0.74, and in case of Pidilite Industries, we can see a very healthy score. So this is again a very good sign. Then there is the ratio which is CROIC. It generally means that how much of the capital that you are earning, you are investing back into the business. So it has to be a very healthy percentage. And in both scenarios, you can see a good ratio. So you basically won't compare this. There is one more ratio called as I by E, which I have developed myself, which generally means that the investment on your earning, it is nothing but the ratio of the cash flow from investing activity to cash flow from operating activities. Now, what this generally means that whatever your cash you are generating from your operating activities or your business, you have to put some cash back into the business to make it grow. But what many people, as I mentioned in another fundamental analysis video also, what many people do is they don't invest back into their business, but they invest it somewhere else, like in FD or mutual fund or stock market itself, and they forget about their own business. So in this scenario also the same thing is happening. They are investing a lot, like 80% of the cash is invested back, but they are not investing in their business, else the business would have grown. But they are investing in some stock market or other things. But in Pidilite Industries, we can see that above 50% of it is invested back into the company, and the investment bank is used for the research and development, innovation, and to grow the business of the particular companies. So these are like a very quick idea we can get with just seeing the numbers from this particular ratios. Again, if we look at the standard ratio, these are not very, the ratios which I mentioned are not very standard. Now, if you look at the standard ratios like ROCE or ROE, you can get a very direct idea about the company. Like ROCE has to be greater than 20, or ROE also has to be greater than some amount. But in both the scenarios, it's pretty low, and we can see in Pidilite case, it's pretty healthy. In dividend yield is also there. It's a dividend giving company. In Akshaya Fiber, there is no case of dividend also. So there's the total waste we can see by multiple parameters of Akshaya Fiber is failing in most of the parameters, and Pidilite Industries generally succeeds in most of the parameters. So this parameters generally help us also. We in some of the cases we need to compare it with the industry leader. Like in contingent ratio, we should compare it with industry leader, or cash step like capex. We should also compare it with the industry leader. What is the average value acceptable industry standard, and then we can compare it with this particular stocks also. So it gives a very good idea, this particular analysis, and this is very quick as well. It helps us to quickly screen through stocks and get an idea about all this. Get an idea about a quick idea about the particular any accounting fraud or any cash mismanagement issues with the company. Now, these are the ratios which I have developed very recently, and most of the credit goes to Mr. Saurabh Mukherjee, whom I follow a lot, and he has written a book called Unusual Billionaires, where he talked about this particular, accounting fraud and cash mismanagement. So particularly after the S Bank and DHFL crash. So if you look about articles also, there is like this article. Saurabh Mukherjee is basically founder of Marcellus. He's a fund manager and he's a founder of Marcellus Investment. So he generally mentioned these six parameters who can basically help us to identify accounting fraud. Now, many of this, like in case like growth in auditor remuneration to growth in revenues, there is no way in which in screener, but like in online platforms, we can't get the details about the auditor's remuneration part. So we basically can't pull it up over here. For this particular issue, you have to go to the annual reports and search through that. So basically, it's a very long process and very like a time-consuming process. And an investor like me or you who basically don't have that much time to to focus to do a research on the each and recommendation, each stock recommendation that we get, we can basically use this ratio to identify that. But this generally this activity is carried out by investment bankers, professional CAs, and fund managers. They generally follow these six steps to identify of any accounting fraud. Now, why this growth in auditors remuneration to growth in revenue is important? Because in if there is any accounting fraud, you need to basically settle it with the auditor also. The auditor will always know that there is some fraud, and you need to pay more and more to the auditor to basically cover up for that. So hence it is a very good parameter. The first parameters we have in our in our ratios. The second parameter, provisioning for debtors, is again we can't have in the screener part, or for the matter any of the online platform. So this number is not directly available. Yield on cash and cash equivalents, we can just Instead of that, we can just see this ratio. If it is very healthy, it means a good yield on cash. And we can also see the cash equivalent of the company. So Pidilite has like 450 as of recent time. It has 450 crores in cash, whereas in case of Akshaya Optifiber, we see 20 crore in cash, but we see very negative otherwise. So this is again very good ratio. Then we have contingent liabilities. We can get this capital work in progress, which is cash theft checks. We can also get it on screener. So whatever we can basically include in screener, I have done that. The rest of the parameters can't be included because of some limitation and because of the unavailability of the data. And for that, we basically go to annual report and screen through that. But generally, that process is quite long and takes a lot of time, and investor like you and me won't have that much time. So. And this is it. I think the ratios I wanted to discuss with you guys, and to give you an idea about how powerful these ratios are, I've generally developed a query of my own, which is to identify fraud-free growing companies, in which I apply this filters to this particular companies. So we know that there are almost like 6,000 companies which are listed on Nifty, and we apply, if we keep on applying these filters, we see that there are a lot of companies, like around 70% of the companies will get eliminated because of the accounting fraud that they carry out. So in the end, we'll be left with a very few, like 30% of the companies only, if we apply this accounting fraud and other parameters that we have devised a methodology. Basically, these are like pseudo methodologies, not very accurate also, but it helps for a quick screening. So that's the advantage of it. So I hope you like this video. If you have any specific doubts, you can write in the comment section. I'll definitely put the list of not the list, like I'll share this custom ratios and the query itself in the description section, so that you can also utilize it a lot. And if you find any corrections, you can definitely write in the comment sections. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you like the opinion. If you have any just specific stock related query, you can write in the comment section as well. So also please subscribe to the channel, so that I can bring in more contents like this. Thanks. Bye.